I have returned after detoxing my brain with coffee. My brain is now alive. Uh, yes. Uh, the funny thing is, I think the turret is a hell of a lot more armored than the body of the tank, which is usually not the case. Mm, am I using body type 4 or body type 5? Or version 4 or 5? I can't remember. This one's using version 5. And then true question, are you compatible with the turret that I want? Yes, you are. So you can actually carry the big fat gun. Alright, go back to engineering, because I think this one is just maxed out armor and one fan steel. With maxed out armor and normal and shipbuilding steel, then we have a problem. Just reorienting the armor to cut some parts off that I don't technically need. The reason why I'm making armor on the bottom is technically landmines are starting to become a thing, and the idea to just try to put explosive under tank, because tank does not have armor, a lot of armor there, because it's like, well, we didn't need armor there. That engine... Driver, commander, gunner, loader gunner, mechanic, mechanic. AP cartridge, steel core cartridge, aviation fuel, purified. Doing a slight redesign has made it better, because it does have more mobility. Yeah, dropping off a bunch of that armored weight, armor it up. Also, it's technically easier to produce. I'm throwing away this one into the bin. I'm also going to go and retrieve the independent hull, independent big body. I want to check something, because maybe it has more parts it can attach to itself internally. Not really. The only real thing it can do is armor the absolute hell up. But I don't think there's a single thing on there. Hmm. I need to make sure I get out of that contract. There's a little more I can do to the light tank design. I don't think there's going to be a better turret for it. Hmm. Cool. Of course, I love a fire. Also, I think that was a breakthrough. Yippee! Breakthrough! Let's go. I love breakthroughs. Breakthroughs are amazing. They save me so much time. Well, because I already got the biggest running group possible. Yeah, 39,000. The biggest running gear physically possible. Because every other one is just a light tank chassis. I already stole a French system to use. Oh, I forgot to check the engine. Whatever, that'll be updated for the next tank. Do I want to start with this? It's either I run for the machine gun first, or I run for the anti-tank gun. And upgrade both my tanks with the upgraded anti-tank gun. I'm gonna start working on the anti-tank gun. Once I get that second turret done, because I'm not gonna bring out the big body. The big body's not worth it. Once I get this done, I will have the other research slot going for researching the other component. Or researching straight for the machine guns. I shouldn't have accepted that, but whatever. I will be negotiating with the Germans. I will be taking that contract, whether I can really support it or not. Yeah, I need to go check in on the other engines. See if I can upgrade them at all, because I did unlock parts at some point. Actually, wait, the Ricardo is an engine I've had... Ah, yes, the Ricardo is a tier 1 engine. I don't need to actually worry about that, so I have never been checking. The result 14 is not. I actually could upgrade that for the light tank. You get back in the grave. Twin carburetor. Super flywheel. Hold suspension brake. Hold operation brake. Let me check something on the design. Does it have enough mechanics already? Or is it already over? 'Cause if it is, I could just remove... It's not like I need it to be over. Yeah, archive. Yeah, archive this. This one's already over. No, I do need it to be reduced like that. Well, I could get a second gunner or second mechanic in here. Let me rework it a little bit. Hold on. Where we get this person. Oh, this has to be. Wait, they're both commander slots. That's the problem. So commander. Oh, commander, gunner, and then you mechanic, and then you be loader. Wait, that still doesn't work. Yeah, no, I need that component to be the way it is. Otherwise, it does not work. Let's say I want to go crazy. I want to go stupid. Yeah, the V7 version of this turret is if I want a heavily armored, super thick turret that can survive as much punishment as physically possible. So Mark 7 is the new main tank. Technically, it is more valuable to sell them the light tank than sell them the big fuck off $68,000 tank. Yeah, I kind of do find funny. It's like, at business for me, it is not ever economically viable to try to produce a bigger, better, biggest, best tank possible. It is to produce the lightest, cheapest, best tank possible to make the most amount of profit. Because if the tank does utter shit in combat, then it's not worth to sell, as, you know, no one would want to buy it. Serbia gets in a lot of fights, this is why I really want to arm them. I'm gonna try to wait to the literal last second to offer that contract to make me the most amount of time, because it'll take about 3 or 4 days and of debating whether they want to actually take the contract. In case this is somehow instantly bankrupts my company, as this was a bad idea, I'm going to offer the contract. For the maximum amount of armor. Waiting the maximum amount of time, for the love of God. So I have the most amount of time to produce as many as possible. Because for 65,000 per, this tank definitely makes massive amounts of profit. It's 40 grand per tank in profit. If I had some on hand, this would have been a very lucrative contract, because I could have just shipped them immediately. But I didn't. The problem when you make a hot-selling tank. Kind of hard to have enough tanks on hand to sell. As the current company philosophy on how to design and make armor is make it the best possible armor that we can make. Previously in the World War I era, we made the most optimized for combat and production. So we have this massive operation of making armor. That's will allow my engineers to sink their teeth into something new while they wait for the R&D boys to figure out all the new stuff. How is this gun's potential? It's not as good as the Americans. But it does have a good optic. So I want to yoink off of it. I'm about to turn off the fucking announcement of contracts, because I get it. I get it. You want... Every nation under the sun has a contract for me to fulfill. The problem is I don't have the capacity to fulfill these orders. They didn't change it. Why is it taking... Whatever. That's also why I want to develop the anti-tank gun over everything else, because the anti-tank gun will go on the light tank. Because right now, we honestly are just producing as many tanks as we physically could produce. I could probably theoretically go and optimize the design to be still good, a lot easier to produce. Alright, so we're gonna be grabbing some high carbon steel. 65,000 units of it. And then 35,000 medium carbon. Exo has developed the opal. Let's see if engineering wise, if it wasn't in the cards for a while. Well, let's see what if this was actually better than the French turret. So one of the main reasons why the French turret's really good is it's a cast turret. That's why a lot of other turrets cannot compare, as all the other turrets are riveted. Yeah, this turret's still better. Yeah, that fourth part is hitting pretty hard. I'm hopeful that the next turret might have a fourth part, otherwise it's just going to be slightly a worse turret. Yeet. Yeah, that new French light tank obliterated that tank. Now, there's one thing I really wish you could do, is do a micro update to a tank, where like it's just an upgrade package like to its equipment. Oh. Yeah, honestly, I'll probably research that and then research back around. Yeah, the new Steel Knight just obliterated the Steel Knight Mark II version 1. The one that I gave the British forever ago. Has, yeah. They got the recon off, meaning they got an ambush. The artillery unit missed. The Lewis machine gun unit killed 13, or damaged 13, killed 8. They were able to repair 1. So, yeah, I kind of just obliterated them off the field. Alright, so in 7 days I want to stop and negotiate with the Germans. I just need max time. You want a fucking 100 of them. I can offer 50. I'm not going to be stupid about this contract. Got some trophy tanks. Alright, so that'll be good for the reverse engineering team. Let's go. Mm, 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 mm. Mm-hmm. Get out of here. What could this offer me? I'll research that gun. And I'll research. Hmm. You know what? Screw it. I'll research someone's guns too. So I got a battle report from the British. Didn't lose a single one. We obliterated basically the entire unit. Alright, get ready to ship the next batch. The Germans. I'm essentially making gold-plated tanks. I'm making them the physically as best they can be for what I want them to do. I should have enough. I should probably be able to just produce right enough to get done with this contract before outright deadlines. Have to emergency ship the rest of those tanks. Are any of those guns better than the American gun that I stole? Okay, get that back in the warehouse. I haven't used this in a while. I know it's not better than what else is out there. No. Yeah, throw that away. Okay, 23 Pierce, 10 Pierce, 18 Pierce. These both do a lot of damage. But does this fit in the tiny tank? Absolutely not. Let's go to the research bureau real quick. So 42 damage overall. I want to see if that mountain gun... the mountain gun is better. Just outright, hands down. Mountain howitzer. So, go back to engineering. Let's just see if we can update the American gun at all. Manual breach. Price breach. I love making the gun once it's broken, or making a piece of shit gun that's amazing. Alright, so we have the long-range optic, or we have the focused optic. Yeah, I'll just take the focused optic then. Reinforced pneumatic cylinder. So it makes it even less crew to operate this thing. The funny thing is the stupid cash fridge turret is just the best turret for the light tank. Clone. I'm assuming if I look at the compatibility with this chassis, there ain't gonna be much more. Technically, there's a French turret that I haven't found that might be better, but it also looks like it might be just an infantry turret. Yep, now I can take it down to Commander, Loader, Driver, Gunner. Actually, wait, does it make more sense to have the driver as a loader? The Driver, Mechanic, Commander, Gunner, and the Mechanic, Loader. There, to make it so annoying. The mechanic helps load the gun, or at least hands up ammunition to the gunner, which is the commander who sits on the turret. Oh yeah, I need to upgrade its engine, as I did do an update to the engine. Just the aviation fuel for all that crew safety is really nice. Yeah, so that'll be version 5. I'm also going to start doing acronym because it is eating up the name is too long on in the game. So I'm gonna start doing acronyms where it's gonna be just the first letter. I can always cease production if I think I'm going to switch models. To switch models over to the gun specifically, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I should hopefully have enough time to produce these tanks. The interesting thing is I can always just kind of delay and ignore contracts until I just need to do a contract because I have a tank that can just almost be sold to anyone. Alright, look at your engines. Oh yeah, did the reverse engineering of that one machine gun result in anything? I will have a crash out if I didn't put a second research up. Okay, I'm good. I have a second research up. Scared myself for a minute. Technically, this machine gun is better. So I need to go and do a edit to it. 14, 15, 7. 15, 13, 8. Yeah, no, this machine gun barrel's better. I would do the simple flash hider. And I will stick the Russian magazine on it again. Because of the anti-ricochet potential. That is the only reason why I'm still using this, is just because of such an anti-ricochet. Well, the extended mag is still that. Yeah, no, I'll take the extended mag. And we're still gonna take the spade stock. We're in the money. We're in the money. Still. Night. Light. Type B version 5. Once that machine gun gets done, I will design this tank. I now will re-examine whether I want to do that, because I don't know if this anti-tank gun is better. Technically, no. So for the thing I was looking for. Oh, okay, let me do it. I'm just wanting that kinetic, although realizing now that that's only like 3 points, and am I gonna really sabotage my tank for 3 points of damage or 3 points of pin? Okay, so that should just over. No, we will be taking the reinforced pneumatic. And we're going to add the long recoil guard. Technically is slightly cheaper to build and make. And it is 50 attribute points better. It also is a more accurate gun. Yeah, no, I'll actually get rid of the American gun specifically because of how much better this gun is. Mm. That basically ends that, and I already kind of finished out what I wanted for over there. What? I am gonna research these shells. Mm. Wait a second. Alright, no, no, no. Bring back the American gun. So you can technically not ever go past one in a gun. Alright, so I'm gonna get rid of that gun because there's no point of me making that gun and then fuck it up what I was trying to do internally with the tank. I could technically add that new gun to the other tank, but I'm not even producing that tank right now, so I'm not gonna bother. So the only real thing that I'm adding to this tank is the machine gun and the updates to the engine. Actually, I need to recheck if there's any more updates to that engine. I need coffee. Coffee. I be lazy. One second. You know, I'm gonna put cut right here. I'll be right back.
The night is young, but it feels so old. A story written, yet never told. The mask is heavy, the air is thin. The game begins, but no one wins. Oh, it shines like gold, it feels like fire. A fleeting touch, a burning desire. The strings are